Thanks to the support as a channel member, David Carter. And on the topic of channel memberships, I'm going to remind you of this probably weekly until the promotion ends. If you are in the UK or one of a few other selected countries and you're a YouTube premium member, you can get one free channel membership a month at the moment, which means you can support the channel completely free if you already have YouTube Premium. So if you have got YouTube Premium, click the join button, check if it lets you join for free. If it does, happy days, you've joined for free. If it doesn't, then you've got some decisions to make about whether or not you want to part with a fiver. Hello and welcome to part 18 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, it is our final game in Non-League, hopefully in the series, potentially on YouTube for the entirety of FM21. Depends what we do as the next series. But we are in the FA Trophy final. We face Stockport. Both us and Stockport are already promoted to the Football League, so neither of us are going to be able to defend this trophy next year, whichever one of us wins it. Stockport having just won the playoff final at Wembley last week, so they've got plenty of experience of being at Wembley. They also have plenty of experience losing at Wembley, because I remember them losing to Peterborough at Wembley back in 1992, 2 goals from Ken Charlery, and it was lovely. A lovely, lovely day was had by everybody as Peterborough got promoted from the 3rd division to the 1st division in one match. Beautiful stuff. That got away from me a little bit there. But we are playing in the FA Trophy final. It is a big game, and don't disappear as soon as the trophy presentation is done, because once it is done, I'm going to show you the Premier League youngsters that we've already got arranged to come in at the end of the season. So pretty much immediately after this game, these guys will be signing for the club ahead of tomorrow's transfer special. So this is the team that we're putting out there for the FA Trophy final. We've got Brzezowski in goal, a back four of Longelo, Dunn, Agbon, Tahoma and Malden, Payne and Iqbal in midfield, McKendy, Robson and Stanley behind Spasov up front. I've just realised the bench at the moment doesn't currently include Martel Taylor-Crossdale, which is ridiculous, the form he's been in. So Taylor-Crossdale does come up onto the bench. Probably feeling a little bit unlucky to miss out on a starting spot, but no matter how much I talk a good game about playing Spasov in other positions, the man has 42 goals this season. There's a good chance it's going to be his last game for the club as well, because although we initially thought he was out of contract at the end of the year, and he was, it seems back at the end of November, he signed a 1-year contract extension with Oxford. So I don't know if we're going to be able to bring him back on loan again next year. If not, we'll definitely miss him. We'll definitely miss those goals, but hopefully the form Taylor-Crossdale has shown in the final couple of weeks of the season will be enough for him to take over and fill the void. But for today, we've got to go with our strongest team, and our strongest team definitely includes full Bulgaria international now, Slavi Spasov, who, as I say, been called up multiple times for the full Bulgaria squad. Right, pump those arms. Pump the arms. Tell the players that we owe the fans for the support we've had this year. What a turnout at Wembley. Yikes. Why have this game at Wembley if no one's going to turn up for either team? This is where I'd like to see the attendances mid-game, but obviously you can't anymore because of the way the match engine UI and stuff has been redesigned. But I do miss being able to see that. That's poor from Longelo. He should have just let that go out of play. There's no reason for him to stretch and effectively keep the ball in for Stockport, but luckily Brzezowski's there to make the save. But it is a corner for Stockport. Connor Stanley's got a damaged foot. We might need to deal with that. My assistant manager is saying that we should be replacing him with Roos, who sat down there on the bench. I'm more inclined to try and find a way to get Taylor-Crossdale on. We could potentially stick him out on the left, put McKendy over onto the other side, or potentially bring Whittaker on, because I think Whittaker's also on the bench. So I don't know. What change do I make? How is Connor Stanley doing? Fitness-wise, he looks like he's doing okay. I don't think we need to rush to take him off, to be honest. He has been one of our most important players this season. So if there's the opportunity for him to stay on the pitch for as long as possible, then I think that's probably what we're going to do. Dunn playing it forward to Alfie Payne, who plays it back to Brzezowski. Agbon to Homer, back to Brzezowski again, who lumps it forward, looking for Spasov, but doesn't find him. The ball is delivered straight back again to a 32-goal striker in the shape of Will Keane for Stockport to put them 1-0 up. I'll level with you. it's going to leave a little bit of a sour taste in the mouth if after our excellent first 2 seasons of non-league to legend this year, we do end up missing out on the FA trophy. I mean, it will be the tiniest of clouds on my silver lining, because that's the way around that expression normally goes. But it'll be disappointing all the same, because we have been dominant and all-conquering this year, and we know we're a better team than Stockport, but we are absolutely not showing it so far in this game. So I'm going to wag my finger, point my finger and wag it. Do both. A pointy wag. And we're going to have a look to see what we can do here. Connor Stanley probably does need to come off. But what do I do? What do I do? I think we're going to put McKendy over there. We're going to put Robson there. And we're going to get Taylor Crossdale on up front. And I think that is a way to get these two boys on and playing together. So Taylor Crossdale can be the advanced forward. Spasov can be the pressing forward that we've had him play as a number of times this season. And then, I don't know, do we go attacking yet? We might give it 10 minutes before deciding to go attacking. But we had an injury, we've dealt with it, and we've brought on a player who we know is in form. So hopefully Martel Taylor Crossdale takes the opportunity to step up and show us that he is ready to step into the 70 goal void that Spasov is going to be leaving in the club. That's probably roughly how many goals he's scored over the last couple of years. There was the ball over the top from Payne, looking for Taylor Crossdale, but can't find him. But Robson's picked up the clearance, trying to get the crossover. It's back with Alfie Payne again. Payne looking for anyone who can get the ball into the area. Longalo can, and there's Iqbal, and that's a great save from the Stockport keeper. And McKendy can only hit the post with a rebound. And all of that has happened in the first 45 seconds of this second half. We have come out as if we mean business. I'm going to demand more, because what I mean by that, players, if you're upset about me demanding more after you started well, is we should have scored off the back of a move like that. We got some. My brain wants me to say we got jiggy with it. We didn't. We just got some. We got forward. Until I got that out of my mouth, nothing else was going to come out of it. So I apologise. I had to quote excellent popular music from 20 years ago. But we are still struggling to find a way back into this game. We started brightly, and I think we were a little bit disappointed it didn't end in a goal. And 2-0 down is definitely a problem. Now is the time to go attacking for sure. And we look back down to the bench again and wonder what we've got. We've got Roos and we've got Whittaker as potential game-changing players to come on. The question is now the time to bring them on? Robson off for Whittaker feels sensible. So I think we're going to do that. I pondered it whilst watching the replay. So Robson can come off for Whittaker. And then Roos can come on if needed. I don't really know where we fit Roos in. We've got 4 strikers on the pitch at the moment. If we're going to get back into it, we've got the goals, we've got the firepower to do it, but we've only got an XG of 0.3 so far in this game. We have not played very well at all. And Stockport are playing like a team who've played through the playoffs while we've sat there twiddling our thumbs for 3 weeks. Stockport are playing like a team who train 5 days a week while we train twice a week. Stockport are full of momentum, whereas we have been on our summer holidays for nearly a month, and it really is showing today. Iqbal playing it forward to Spasov, McKendy through to Taylor Crossdale, who took a touch and then whacked it. And somehow it's disallowed. He took the little touch to give the referee time to blow the whistle. The whistle didn't blow, so then he hit it. He is offside. He gives the referee so much time to call it as offside before the goal. And it feels like it should be given because he was so considerate about how he did it. We're demanding more again. We're going to watch this highlight play out, and then we're going to get Roos on for Spasov, because Spasov's having a terrible game. I want to stick Roos in behind him. In fact, Spasov has scored. He gets to stay on. Roos might not be getting a Wembley appearance, because what on earth do we do now to get him on? How's McKendy's fitness? McKendy looks like he's doing okay. Spasov was the one who hadn't turned up yet today, but now he's got his goal. We've got to leave him on because he's going to be up for it. My assistant manager is recommending Roos for Iqbal. So you know what? We'll do that. It's quite an attacking change in midfield there. In fact, I wonder if we go to this and really do go for it and just have Alfie Payne effectively as the midfield on his own. Longalo could potentially push forward and we could go to a back 3 if we absolutely had to, because Alfie Payne, we've played him at fullback before, but it was left back. You don't really want 2 left backs. That's a job for in a couple of minutes' time if it's still 2-1 and there's 3 or 4 minutes to go. I think we push everybody a little bit further forward and really start to go for it. And I think we're at that point now with 4 minutes left. Longelo's going to come forward. This is going to be a back 3. And he's going to be in there as cover. He can do that. Ding, ding, ding. And just stick Payne there. And Longelo can... Yep. And we're going to go very attacking. And we're going for it. We are trying to win the game. We're not going to go down without a fight. But we are struggling. Done with the big, long throw. He's almost thrown it into the goal from there. If anything, that throw was too long because it didn't give Whittaker room to actually get a header onto it. Longelo is there to clear the goal kick back into the Stockport half again. But because we're not playing with a midfield, there was no one there to get hold of the ball. But Whittaker wins the ball back. It's a ball over the top for Taylor Crossdale to chase. Taylor Crossdale does chase. He just doesn't quite have the pace to get there ahead of the Stockport goalkeeper. But we are trying. We're really, really trying. Come on, boys. Malden's forgotten that there's no right back on that side of him and has just let their player continue to charge forward. There's 4 minutes left. 3, 2. There's 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this football match and we have a highlight. Now, I don't know if anything's coming from this or if it's just a Wembley final whistle highlight to add tension, but I would love an equaliser now. It would make me ever so happy. And it doesn't look like it's going to come because we've not got the ball. Come on, for goodness sake, Kettering. This is your only opportunity to win this tournament because we're never going to play in it again. We're a Football League team now. Brzezowski with the kick forward, but Stockport just kick it straight back again. They're not worried about finding a Stockport shirt. They just want the ball out of their half. Get the ball forward quick. If you play this short to a defender, I'll be furious. What is that? What is that supposed to achieve? Malden lumps it forward to McKendy, who's dropped deep. Alfie Payne, and it's not to be. We gave it everything we could. I don't know why I'm with their team. Or is this my team? No, this is their... Why was I there? I don't know why I followed the Stockport team onto stage. I'm not there now. I think someone cottoned on that I was just after a medal. And you can't win all of them, can you? Stockport just wanted it more. We both have a trophy this year now. It's a shame. Shall we have a look at the players that we're bringing in? So, many Premier League youngsters as ever. I say many, not as many as usual. And some of them on some quite significant money, including 2 goalkeepers. One from Tottenham, one from Manchester United. The one from Tottenham is Adam Hayton. Adam Hayton's 18 years old. He's English, and he has 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Apparently not as good as Brzezowski, Grasic or O'Brien, but he's not come in to start. He's come in to just be a 5-star potential youngster. Likewise, Radek Vitek is an 18-year-old Czech under-21 international who supposedly is better than all of them. 4-star current ability if he comes in at that level, which would be very nice as a first-choice starting goalkeeper for us next year. Then our defenders, we've got 4 new defenders coming in. Shay Charles from Manchester City is a centre-back who can also play out at right-back. He is better than any centre-back that we've currently got at the club, supposedly, so that would be a very nice addition to the team. Reece Bennett, not that one. If you follow my streams, you know who we're talking about. Not that one. And this is fake Reece Bennett off of Manchester United, 18-year-old centre-back, who also is considered right up there as one of the best defenders at the club when he comes in. As good as Mayunga, better than everyone else that we've got. So another very solid signing in from Manchester United. Luke Chambers is a left-back in from Liverpool, 17 years old, but better than any other left-back that we've got at the club. So another upgrade. What is happening here? He's leaving, isn't he? He's already here. This isn't just players coming in. I was so confused. And then 2 midfielders. Ollie Turner in from Tottenham is 18 years old, central midfielder, who is as good as Slavi Spasov in midfield and better than Alfie Payne, apparently, which I'll believe that when I see it, but not a bad signing to bring in. And then lastly, Kian Breckin from Manchester City is an attacking midfielder / central midfielder. We're paying this guy about £1,000 a week. It's going to be a lot of money for a Premier League youngster coming in, but he's a 4.5-star current ability midfielder, better than Spasov, apparently, with 5-star potential. So if he's as good as my scouts seem to think he's going to be, he is going to be a proper star for us. What we don't have in amongst any of those youngsters is a striker. So if we're not able to get Spasov on loan for another year, Crossdale is going to have to step up, as is Whittaker, or we're going to have to dip into the transfer market, where we have got a little bit of spensies in both budgets, a lot of spensies in wage budget. Even with those new players coming in, we've still got, what, £15,000 a week to spend on wages, which is more than we've ever spent on wages before. So it's going to be a busy one, I think, in tomorrow's transfer special. I don't anticipate spending any actual money on any players. Priority number one is Spasov for another year, and then filling out the squad with free transfers and seeing if anyone wants me to come and manage their club. We've got a plan as if we're going to be here, but there's no guarantees that we will. If we have a look at the job centre, remember, we're not applying for any of this stuff, but we are just having a little look to see what's available. So for managers' jobs at club level, these are the jobs that are currently available. So Mansfield, I'm probably not interested in Mansfield. Forest would be nice, but I don't think I'd get the job at Forest yet. Portsmouth, Shrewsbury, they'd both be quite interesting. I think there's no point moving to another League Two club unless I'm going to have a load of money thrown at me. So I think we'd have to be looking to jump past League Two if we were to get a job. So Portsmouth and Shrewsbury, both pretty interesting. And if we have a look at the currently insecure managers who might also be being added to the list, Leeds would be a fantastic job, but I think it's probably a step too far for us at the moment. I don't know. We'll see what happens in tomorrow's video. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.